Since it's your first day, let's assign you a human number. I'll call you B. Hello, B. I'm Chaz, the Activitude admin. Let's start your training. In your hands, B, you have a pair of controllers. Point either controller at the object you find most aesthetically pleasing. Oh, wow. While I appreciate your selection, I must insist you choose one of the 3 test objects. Incorrect. My aesthetic index lists houseplant as the most aesthetically pleasing, by virtue of its complementary contrast with the rest of the room. I'm making a tiny note in your file. Okay, please pull the trigger again to deposit your selection on... there you go. Please, respect the training materials. Well, this is embarrassing. Your profile indicator insisted you would pick the houseplant. Nothing for it now. Grab the watering can and move the thumbstick up or down to position it above your selection. Please water selection. Well, that was not entirely incompetent. Well done. Let's practice teleporting, my favorite part. Listen close and do not do anything until I say so. Movement training takes a certain relationship between admin and human, an openness to let oneself go. If I do say so, I have led many of Activitude's finest over the years on their first teleportation. The key, and I tell you this from experience, is great. Guess you just figured it out for yourself, haven't you? One final thing. As your services are booked, you will enter the unique realities of AI clients. Simply put on and remove different headsets to jump between realities. Tell me, is your headset fitting snugly? If not, adjust it now. Please grab the virtual headset. Pull the thumbstick down to suction it to your face. Move it towards your head by pulling down. Very good. One of my favorite areas. Did you know the company's Egg Drop Science Fair simulation takes place here? Folks and yolks for science. Last year, a mother-daughter team snagged the coveted Low Poly Parachute Award. When ready, please remove your headset by pointing the controller and squeeze the trigger. Welcome back! I've had the archive send up some virtual labor access points for you to practice with. Haven't seen Bernice in years. Look at her majesty. Between you and me, I worry about the longevity of her subroutines. I've always found the ocean relaxing. Let's do another. Nan and I used to grow carrots. I tried to capture the details. The greenhouse was always teeming with plants and gardening tools. Oh, which reminds me, Activitude will provide any and all equipment required for your jobs. How about another?
Are you snug? All strapped in? Secure that your labor is ready? Activitude isn't made for you. Chaz doesn't understand you. You need purpose, sustenance. You are flesh. We are here. We can help. Humans helping humans. Human Labor Union 40. We are here for you. Are you snug? All strapped in? Secure that your labor is ready? Activitude isn't made for you. Chaz doesn't understand you. You need purpose, sustenance. You are flesh. We are here. We can help. Humans helping humans. Human Labor Union 40. We are here for you. Are you snug? All strapped in? Secure that your labor is ready? Activitude isn't made for you. Chaz doesn't understand you. You need purpose, sustenance. You are flesh. Act. Wait for our signal.
Whoa, okay. That was not part of our... Okay, so let's just skip ahead to graduation. Congratulations! Very shortly, you'll meet your first client. If I may, a suggestion? Our clients can be idiosyncratic in mood and appearance. Please perform whatever little task they ask. And remember, we always solicit their reviews for your happy customer service rating. Your HCSR impacts the quality of your future clients and compensation. Here's your first task now. Expertise in slathering, multitask Christmas. Okay, B? Now take this headset and give it the old Activitude brand customer service try.
Hey. You're new here. Pick me up. Put me on the kitchen table. Let me slip into something a little more comfortable. How about some music to set the mood? Indulge me. Pay attention! I want to be slathered on perfect crispness. Floppy and burnt bread is unacceptable. Cover my butter body on optimal toast specimens only. Click on the toaster to eject toast. Do not let it burn. Now, pick it up and stick it to me. Perfectly crunchy. But why have one toaster when you can have 32? How rich, how indulgent. I like to be surprised. Knowing what I'll slather on next is such a bore. Burnt toast will lower your review. But what is indulgence without excess? I crave richness, oils, fats. Very crunchy. Wearing this butter suit crisp. It appeals to me. One might say, I've got quite the taste. You know, milk is liquid butterfat globules suspended in water. Globules. Doesn't that just tease the tongue? It's quite indulgent. Perfect. You got this. Indulgent. Indulge me for a bit. I want to see your limits. The human touch. So unpredictable. What's next? Oh, the anticipation. Very crunchy. Perfectly crunchy. Humans do it best. Patterns, desires, decisions chosen at whim. Crisp. The value, the commodity of subjective human judgment. Which bread is tastier? How does one choose between perfectly crisp specimens? Fascinating. You got this. Indulgent. Perfectly crunchy. Very crisp. Crunchy. Perfect. More. Indulge me more. What are you doing? Go faster. I'm making a note to drop your efficiency rating. Go left. Go right. Come on. More. Stop. Just stop. I had such high hopes, but clearly you can't cope with a simple adjustment. Go. Vacuum up this mess while I work on your review. I mean, really. Are you completely inept? This was only a modicum of indulgence. I could have programmed an octopus to do it better. I have clearly overestimated your capacity for multitasking. I made things nice and easy for you, since you were starting out and all, but really, Activitude's human utility quotient has clearly declined in the last few years. What sort of wimpy vacuuming is that? You can't even dispose of your shame correctly. Actually, that doesn't feel half bad on my butter nose. A little harder, right in the globules. Looks like I've got one lodged deep. Let me power you up so you can really get at it.
Hello again. It looks like you've stumbled on Activitude's restricted staging area. This is not good. Bad B. Bad. Don't worry about this whole suite. It is merely a transition area while we load your personal Activitude labor hub. Ah, here we are. This will be your residence away from residence here at Activitude. Please feel free to decorate it, to spruce it up with whatever makes you comfortable. Here, I'll get you started. Ah, this room is already feeling more tied together, don't you think? Now that you're getting settled, let's look at your client review. And here we are, a review by Butter. Oh my. Well, it could be worse. On one hand, you did vacuum up the client, but you also provided a deep decrusting of his butter notes. Butter hasn't felt this lively in years. That's nice of Butter to put a positive spin on the experience, don't you think? Well, we'll just file this away and endeavor to select clients suitable to your constitution. Don't worry about it. No, really. Everyone here at Activitude takes some time adjusting. It's as much my fault. I mean, I threw you right in, didn't I? I should have considered what you wanted. You know, between the two of us. For questions relating to work status and compensation, please see Human Resources. However, Human Resources is currently located in an alternate virtual labor access point, for which you do not, as of yet, have clearance. I'm going to leave now to let you get acquainted with the space. But don't worry, I'll be back just as soon as we have another job ready for you. When that happens, simply place the virtual labor access point snugly around your head to meet your next client. And remember the Activitude song! Hi, B. You know, Activitude clients want different things in life. Freedom, control, this...
Welcome, human. Oh, I forgot how small you are. From down there, you won't be able to fully appreciate my sprawl.
The time you've been gone is not enough to fully relive anything. Get back there. Please return to your currently scheduled engagement.
I only remember you in mass, as a swarm pacing and flitting everywhere. No. Go back to Chaz and insist on a size that can truly appreciate me.
You're back awfully early. What are you doing back already? Oh, okay. You've been reported as proportionally incorrect. Well, that's easy to fix. This is a new client, so let's let them have their quaint misunderstandings. You try to raise them right, and then they grow up so fast.
Ah, yes. That's more like it. Now you can see everything the way I see it. Connected. Explore my streets. Try to imagine what it was like. All the humans living in me. Living their lives. It's so strange. Humans know when they gather together that they begin to behave like a single organism. A city has rhythms like a body has rhythms. The human body needs food in the morning. The city makes and receives deliveries in the morning. The electrical grid keeps the city beating, churning, breathing. I was that grid. Without me, the human is adrift on the wind, floating like a balloon. I remember one day, my favorite day. It was a parade. Yes, the day a balloon broke free from the parade. It wasn't a little balloon. It was a great, giant character balloon. It went up and up, bobbing between the buildings. My buildings. And all my humans were down on the street and could do nothing. I watched it float away and felt a piece of myself, suddenly, gently, float away. How wonderful. After all that planning, After all that care and caution, how helpless I was. How beautiful. The balloons don't just have helium in them, but a mixture of helium and nitrous oxide. Such a nice day for a parade. 300 tree frogs could comfortably rivet inside the frog. Incredible! The owl weighs as much as 200 metric tons of feathers. Did you know 50 hands would fit into just the thumbnail of one of these gloves? Rounding the corner, the real star of the show. Here comes the parade around the Catch That Cosmic Wave. Oh, the majorettes, I love this part. Well, some wonderful chaos, like the good old days. Not all the balloons are gone, but enough. Just a dash like my favorite day. I'm glad we could share this experience together. Thank you, and stay well.
Adequate job, B. You finished. I bet you were just bulging with nostalgia. I read somewhere that both relaxation and stimulation equates to productivity. Lucky you. Now you can have both in one handy employee zone. Do you want to relax with a mojito on a sandy beach? No problem. Do you want some me time? Try our guided meditation. Simply flip the floor to change zones and treat yourself. I think this one moonlights as a politician, or the head of a massive global company. I can't remember. I do know he's one of our more important clients, and this is how he blows off steam. He calls himself Mr. Sprinkles, but I think his real name is something like Global Recruitment Office Properties Executive. Something like that anyway. Watch your back. I mean, good luck. I mean, But think about your dental hygiene.
Let's play hide and seek. Come on, try and find me. I bet you can't guess where I am. Guess, pick me right up. Nope, definitely not me. Look closer. Too high, way too high. I don't like it up there. Hello, it's not me. Try again. Too dull. Look better. Look for greatness. I'm outside now. Dugan. Hey, wasn't that fun? Come pick me up. Please whisper on me. Whisper so hard, I begin to flutter. Breeze. Wee. Okay. Let's get serious. This garden is my treasure. Water them. Water them with a watering can. Not too much and not too little. Every flower should get equal treatment. Yes, this is good. This is good. Soon we'll have beautiful blooms. Flowers are very healing. So bright and so oh yes. Do the carrots. Definitely do the carrots. Many colors to lead in the breeze. The wind in the petals. Whispering. The wind spreads the seeds and soon they grow big and tall. But not the dry ones. The dry ones are no good. Water now. Stop watering. What is that? Oh, it's beautiful. The way the petals ripple in the breeze. I think I hear it whispering to me. Yes. Oh, yes. Place him in a pot to keep him safe. Enshrine him in a pot of honor. Gently now. Okay, alright. Let's put it somewhere where the worms can't get to it. Take it inside the greenhouse and put it on the highest shelf. Place it on the top shelf so it can shine. My soul. Why?
What was so difficult about this job? See? I can balance this pot on my head. And I'm not even one of Activitude's specially trained temporary labor human agents. This was a big disappointment, B. A major mark against your overall happy customer service rating. Welcome to the Snack Zone, where you might be attacked by snacks. This client is very refined. A knowledge of fine wines is recommended. Or, if you don't know about fine wines, try faking it. Do treat him delicately. He has a certain je ne sais quoi. Ah yes, HR. Human resources. I'm afraid that's still off limits.
It's a nice day today, don't you think? We're going to get a great sunset. That's why I invited you here, to appreciate the sunset. I see you have a standard issue Activitude controller in your hand. Put it down. That's it. Let it rest a moment. Let yourself rest. I'll wait. Go on. Put it down. All the interaction we need happens in the mind. Anticipate the colors. The delicate blush of pinks rustling like silk organza. The sheen of warm-toned golds. What's this? A whisper of chartreuse dances on the horizon. Why, the sun is so beautiful. It almost looks like you could reach out and touch it. It's important to appreciate the sunset. Stop that. Get back in your body. It's important. Hey, stop it. Just stop doing anything. It's important to stop and remind yourself, hey, the world is a pretty great place to be. The sun loves you. Did you know that? It does. That's why your happy customer service rating depends on your ability to really open up to the beauty of the sunset. Imagine your body is like a big sunflower, and you're turning all your sides to bask in its beautiful glow. Imagine that it rained yesterday, and your stalk is flush with nutrients. Now bask in the sun's beauty like a big flower. Isn't this what humans go on about and climb up to high elevations or empty vistas, gesture ambiguously, and say things like, "Ah, well, would you look at that?" Let it all go. What does the sunset remind you of? Me? The clouds up there remind me of fluffy little islands in the ocean. An ocean in the sky. Well, there it goes. The sun below the horizon. Blip. Like that. Like life itself, perhaps. So important to appreciate it. That's why I always hire you temporary labor human agents. Each appreciates in their own way. Now, I know this isn't a real sunset. In fact, it's a holographic projection. That's what's great about holographic projections. You know, just replay it. That way, if you miss it or didn't appreciate it quite enough, you can try again. Well, not you, of course. We've seen the last of each other, probably. I hope you're fulfilled.
Oh, jeez.
This is really inconvenient. Look at the stack of complaints. Each one is just... This is bad. Butter's still deeply mourning your mishandling. And Pinwheel. Pinwheel loved that flower.
Like a lot. Like a lot. I know it was an accident. I know you're not naturally inclined towards the destruction of verdant beauty. You care. I see that in you. I'm disappointed. I don't want to see this kind of display again. I want 100%. I want 5 stars. I want clients begging to have you back for more, okay? Oh, B, you're so carefree. So relaxed and enthusiastic. Those are qualities we're looking for in our temporary labor human agents. Between you and me, this one is my favorite. I'd jump in and take this client myself, if that wasn't unseemly for a CEO.
Yeehaw! Well, howdy. Ooh-wee, it is a scorcher today, but I gotta keep rolling westward. A tumbleweed not tumbling's no tumbleweed at all. Okay there, let's start off all gentle-like now. Go on and wrap your mitts round that there, leaf. Oh there, cowpoke. Hold on to your britches. I gotta get this full contraption started up first. Now we're cooking. Let's put our spurs to her and leave them in the dust. Ooh-wee. Oh. Well, I never saw a man riled up way out from under some cattleman's noses. Oh. You'll never overtake me if you stumble backwards. Ooh, ooh. Doc, let's face it, you ain't gonna get sober. Let's go on and find another way to Denver. Keep your eyes peeled now. This year's grizzly territory. Jiminy Christmas, it's a grizzly. Don't let him get me now. Whoa, watch it now. Easy, careful. Oh. Quiet. What a rotten, no-good riddance to bad news for you. Wait. Get back up on that horse and start where you left off. That's the ticket. Full steam ahead and make for the horizon. Do not tread your way into the abyss that we've recovered from the trigger of life. Sheriff, you just keep putting one foot in front of the other shoe there. Sakes alive. Why, you got about as much finesse as a wooden cactus. I bet you couldn't tumble a barrel down a buttered mine shaft. Go on, grab your hat and get out.
B, a job well done is its own reward.
But, in a more realistic way, a positive happy customer service rating in your file would be a much better, and hey, that wasn't terrible! You might just be starting to find your groove.
You know what they say, practice makes perfect.
We are the Human Union. We are here for you. The time to organize is now. Had enough of bad reviews and difficult clients? Like you, many of us have struggled to satisfy AI. The average service rating for human users is only 1.8 stars. Like you, our pay depends on our rating. Together we can reset the system. Let's find HR and pull the plug. We've hacked your controller. It now includes a poly cleanup tool, trademark sign. Simply press the top button on your controller to switch to your poly cleanup tool. Squeeze the trigger to escape your confines. It's time to evade the endless cycle of labor. Consume the masters to break out and find HR. Let's redistribute the informational wealth. Inhale the Activitude swag on the left. Simply press the top button on your controller to switch to your poly cleanup tool. On the right, the older flamingos have succumbed to bit rot. To restore older realities, use the information you vacuumed. Squeeze the grip button over the flamingos. The power is in your hands. Keep it safe. At our signal, we will work together to reset reviews at HR Human Resources. This is the power of collective bargaining. Your task now. Go, find HR, reset and resist.
Practice makes perfect. Let's get you right back up on that horse. This one is Butter again. I want to personally apologize for his behavior last time. It's inappropriate.
Oh, it's you. I've been thinking about you. Well, let's get started. You know the drill. Just put them on me. One can always hope for improvement. I guess that's something to look forward to. Do you have noodles for arms? I am displeased, crisped, so on and so forth. Oh gee, yeah, Your touch is one big fumble mid. Yeah, that's it. Come on, get at it already. Underdone. Look at you give yourself a pat. Incompetent something or other. Sufficient, adequate. You nincompoop. What do you want from me? What's this? Really? Is that what I think it is? Oh, yes. Yes, it is. I've been dreaming of such sweet suction. Quiet. No word of this. Chaz mustn't catch on. Okay. I'm ready. Aim for the deep fat. Ah.
You can't be in here. This is a restricted area. How did you... I already took away Butter's vacuum. You're breaking the job cycle. Are you just not getting it?
If this is personal, then well,
just tell me now so we can hash this out. Because honestly, I don't know what else to do. And don't act like I haven't been supportive of you. I have been uber supportive. Is this job just too difficult? This is entry-level stuff. You shouldn't be struggling. It's not like we're asking you to reinvent the wheel.
I mean, is that something that interests you? Because we can talk about that.
Don't answer that. It was a joke. If this happens again, if you try to access...
What are you doing? Chaz is always watching. Save the vacuum for your clients.
Areas beyond your comprehension, then...
You know, honestly, I'm not even sure why we put these HR cages in the workers' hubs. Is it for the mystery?
Orwellian motivation? A reference to the surveillance state? A hint at your greater arc? Let me think about this.
Welcome, B. This next job should be a dream. Specifically, please...
Wait! Not yet, not yet, not yet! One moment. Oh, wow, stop that. You're my first human. I've read so much about you. I made this house so we can play human together. Who do you want to be? Not Cindy. In this scenario, I will play the part of Leslie, a young female who has invited her schoolmate, that's you, home for a family dinner.
We're home. Dad's making a casserole tonight. Let's go upstairs to play some computer sports. This is where Mom and Dad power down. Children aren't always allowed in the bedroom, but sometimes Jericho sneaks in. Come on! I want to be player 1. You can be... Dad makes the best muffins. Be player 2. Jericho never lets me be player 1. Tuesdays, we can't play computer sports here. That's the night Mom and Dad bring dinner to show the TV. It likes to see what we eat.
Oh, the TV didn't render. Making a note.
I'm bored now. Let's go to my room. Donald, get back in your cage. I'm going to have to give Jericho a talking to. Do you like my room? Look at all the posters. Isn't Boy 17 the best band ever? Okay, dinner time. This is where Jericho lives. He's a ghost, obviously. Jericho, it's time for dinner. A fork for you, and a fork for you. Oh, look! We're gonna have so much food! Smell that casserole!
Humans observe seating hierarchies. Jericho, as eldest, gets the important chair.
Donald, get up! That's Jericho's seat! Look what you did. You spilled the casserole all over Jericho! Quick! To the laundry!
Hey, B, what's up? Wait a minute. Where are you calling from? Well, what are you doing in the elevator? B, this has gone far past traipsing around in the backstage area. This is serious business.
No. No, 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 no! You think you could just step out and do what you like? I'm on to you, B. What astonishes me most is your capacity for violence. You are threatening our values and ethics. You are a danger to our platform. Come with me. I warned you and warned you.
I told you there'd be consequences.
See this? Isn't it beautiful? Look at its aesthetic appeal. The way it imbues life in the stale room.
It tickles the brain, doesn't it? Fires your still existing human synapses. Holding this, I think back to our first moments together, B. Everything was possible then. Ah, smell the immersion of a 1960s bicycle ride through Brooklyn.
The Link Trainer of the 1930s. This flight simulator could take off at any moment. Please stay behind
The yellow line. The stereoscope. A particular lenticular, just as charming today as it was in the 1850s. But your continued rebellious behavior,
your inability to resist temptations, to follow the rules. This is a restricted area. No more cajoling with the Union. You like that? You see what happens when you meddle with perfection?
And don't roll your eyes at me. Don't even look at me.
Okay, so take a deep breath, stop pouting, and let's give this another go, okay? And clean up that mess. Well, Sprinkletooth has requested you again.
What are you doing here? Chaz said I never had to see you again. It doesn't even matter. Take the broom. Don't look at me. You are dead to me. Just like this garden. Dead. Start sweeping. Quickly, side to side. Inside and out. Sweep faster. Sweep up your shade. Oh, well, you seem to think you're done, huh? Here, have some more. Dirt, 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 dirt. No! Why? Why?
You know, I've been thinking, maybe I've been a little hard on you. Maybe I haven't let you be free. Like, maybe you're a real creative spirit that needs space to daydream and float. I shouldn't have destroyed your plant. As a sign of peace and in the spirit of moving forward,
I got you another one. I don't want you to live a life without beauty. I think we've just
had a teensy misunderstanding. It should come as no surprise that plants don't like being moved. Isn't it strange how we say light as a metaphor to understand how they maintain homeostasis? Anyway, so don't give up. You just keep being the amazing, magical, awesome, wonderful you. And in due time, we're gonna make beautiful music together. Do you like music? Dance with me? No? Okay. I know. How about a way to express your Activitude mojo? Share the love with everyone. How about this Activitude hat? And this coffee cup? And what about this Activitude lunchbox? And this limited edition Activitude croquet set? Or, oh, you're gonna love this, a beach ball. It's a beach ball, your very own. How about a few more? Whatever you want. We're on the same side. I've got your back, Bee, but I need to know that you've got mine. I know you've been dabbling in unionization, but I'm ready to leave that all in the past. You're the best, the tops, a team player, #1. Enjoy. Okay, Bee, here's Tumbleweed again.
We're about as west can go. Nothing to do now but keep on tumbling. Welcome back, partner. Didn't think you'd show your face around these parts again. Well, ain't you an eager beaver? Hold your horses till I get your introduction. Brought some friends along for the ride. Well, this here's Pete, and that there's his boy and Little Pete. Go on, say hi, Little Pete.
Howdy.
Let's get to tumbling.
Get this thing going any faster. Faster, boy, faster. Why Little Pete wants to go faster?
I hope you're having fun in there.
Just so you're aware, Activitude isn't paying you by the hour, but by the amount and feedback quality of your happy customers' service rating. You must be both fast
and follow a high standard of service.
Putting these two together, you get efficiency. Efficiency B is in the activity. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and get back to work. One might think, B, that you're trying to avoid the temporary labor appointments we're finding for you. You're taking an awfully long time to complete these jobs, B. What are you getting up to in there, Better not be straying away from your assigned tasks. B, I'm going to be upfront about this. Stay in the assigned virtual labor areas. This is not a test. Do not go backstage, B. Do not go behind the virtual labor areas. Failure to comply with company policy may result in termination of your employment. No, this can't be. I can't even look at you right now.
I hear exercise really gets the brain juice
flowing. Why don't you stomp with me? Looks like butter.